Some new reaction from the Obama administration to a story breaking yesterday on Happening Now. Secretary of State John Kerry saying the U.S. will not give up on the pursuit of peace in Syria, even though talks on renewing a ceasefire with Russia have broken off. Kerry accuses Moscow of ignoring the Syrian regime's attacks on its own people and rejecting diplomacy. Kevin Corke live from the White House with more on that. Kevin.
John, good morning to you. You're right. News of the breakdown in the talks between the Americans and the Russians continues to reverberate all across the globe. At stake, the fate of millions of Syrians who continue to suffer at the hands of the Russians and the Assad government, all while the international community is either unwilling or incapable of doing anything to stop them, at least so far. Secretary of State Kerry was in Belgium today. He accused the Russians of turning a blind eye to the Assad regime's use of chlorine gas and barrel bombs against his own people, but he promised the U.S. would keep fighting for the people in that war-torn country.
We are not giving up on the Syrian people. We are not abandoning the pursuit of peace. We are not going to leave the multilateral field. We are going to continue to try to find a way forward in order to end this war.
Now, in making those comments, the Secretary did not announce another strategy to sort of pick up where the diplomatic efforts have failed, at least so far. Meanwhile, critics say that's because the administration really has painted itself, John, into a corner when it comes to Syria, with no clear way out.
It's also due to a catastrophic failure of the American worldview as exemplified by the administration.
Strong words indeed by former Secretary Bolton. Now, I should point out we continue to monitor this story. All the while, the people in Syria continue to suffer while the international community does very little. John?
Kevin Corke, what a mess. Thanks, Kevin.